We start the day together every morning. Where else can you go? And I think technically, like, we're called a unit school. Yeah, there just aren't very many schools like us. We're not big. We don't pretend to be big. It's not like my high school that I graduated from. My sister came here. I've always been a little jealous of that fact. That she came here 6 years after I graduated from high school, a great little high school that had been founded on demographics, not on a mission. I had a wonderful experience. I'm good. I'm fine. I can make it through. But when I look at what St. John's has to offer, and I see the day-to-day interaction of young children with older students, there's nothing like seeing the crowd part in the hallways here when the little 3-year-olds are coming down there with little rings, going down all the way to get down to Madame Price's French classroom. That's the kind of school we are. And that's the kind of school we have always been. I was reminded of this recently. We had the privilege, Mr. Fisher and I had the privilege of going with Gail Garrison to an alumni event in D.C. Now, I've been here more years than I'm going to say out loud. So, suffice it to say, the alums at the event that we met, 10 or 11 of them, I suppose, ranged from the late 60s, I was not here then, from the late 60s all the way through a recent 2010 graduate. And their careers range from editors, one runs a soup kitchen, one is a tour guide, one is looking for a job, one is recently settled into the area, and one is the Deputy Assistant Director of Defense in the Pentagon for NATO. And so, I mean, just this incredible array of alums, graduates, and we're sitting around the table at lunch in the Pentagon, and they're talking about their St. John's experience. And I'm thinking, oh my God, it really meant, oh my gosh. They're saying things like, you know, I think about the skills I learned at St. John's every single day. I use them every single day. Whether it's public speaking, or my English writing skills, or my foreign language skills, or my math skills, whatever it is they have to do in their jobs. I'm astounded. I don't think about my high school every day. Or the experiences of the different teachers. But they asked about specific teachers. Many of them are still here. Some are just recently, we call it graduated when we retire. Some were recently graduated. And they wanted me a flag. Is the chapel oak still there? I said, you'll recognize the chapel oak and smell the locker rooms. I told the auction people here. I don't have anything but the lower school's all the same. But it's the relationships and the skills that they got here, that they talk about among themselves as the foundation of their success. And we talk about being a superior college preparatory school. That's what we are. That's why Dr. Heinrich and his wife founded us. That's what we do. We live that every single day, and it's not just to get into college. It's to be at the university level. We know from our alums when they come back and they tell us that the ones who are still in the university years, and they come back and tell us, oh my gosh, I was the only one of my 4 who knew how to, what works cited meant. And I was not afraid to go talk to the professor when he had office hours, because I was so used to walking in and talking to Senora Hansen and Mr. Spolvita and whoever, and going in for extra help at any time, morning, noon, or night, so they weren't afraid of that, these people skills that they've learned in the hours. And then when we when we're handing the diplomas out, all the diplomas look just alike, and with the seal and the main signatures of the headmaster and the president of the board of trustees. But all the other slots that are filled in by the teachers of that student. There aren't many other schools that go to that much care and care that much about their students to make it that personalized.